Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, with your reading for December the 30th, 2019 through January the 5th, 2020. We are at the end of a decade and about to embark on a whole new generation. So how exciting is that? So happy New Year, guys. Let's hope 2020 is better than 2019. At least for me, I hope. Okay, listen, it's a perfect time to get a 12-month reading, actually, and gives you, an idea of what's going to happen month by month in 2020. And if you would like that, click on this link. It'll take you to my website. You can see what kind of readings I offer. And I am going to throw in a chart interpretation with that just until if you purchase it before January the 5th. So that will be included in the reading. Now, all the links are in the show more description box below, the links to the other videos. This is for your sun, moon, and rising. So all the other video links will be below. The skip time to this intro right now, to the astrology report and to the tarot card section are below in the show more section. Now, also, I want to quickly tell you that I have a private Facebook group, and the link to that will be below. Every 2 weeks, I do a live feed for the full and the new moon, only in that private Facebook group. So the link to that, just ask to join, answer a couple of questions, and you'll get in. Yay! All right, without further ado, let's go to your astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology report section of your reading. And on Monday, December the 30th, Mercury is trine Uranus. This transit opens up our minds to the endless possibilities. It stimulates visionary thinking. It's outside the box, electrifying kind of thinking. We may suddenly get some exciting news or bump into someone new by chance and discover that we have striking chemistry. Serendipity is the word that comes to mind when I think of this transit. Pay attention to your dreams because psychic abilities and intuition energies are pronounced during this transit, and messages may come to you via dreams. This aspect may give us a penchant for higher learning also. So it might be a good time to study astrology or tarot or any kind of Wiccan or any of the occult subjects. Or perhaps even computer technology or website development or communicating in any way through the internet or online. Also, socializing and sharing your ideas with interesting people will help you gain a lot of insight. New acquaintances or love interests met. If you meet new acquaintance or love interest during this transit, they will be exciting. However, they may not have lasting power. So keep that in mind. Now, Tuesday, December the 31st, 2019. Whee! Happy New Year! This is the end of a decade and we're starting a whole new generation, right? The next 10 years, what will it have in store for us? Let's hope 2020 is better than 2019, for me at least. I had a rough year. So onward to positive and incredible opportunities we go. Okay, now Thursday, January the 2nd, 2020, Mercury is conjunct Jupiter. These are lovely, optimistic thoughts and ideas. The belief that anything is possible and attainable. This transit also encourages higher learning. So it's a good time to start a new course in study, perhaps of philosophy or theology, astrology, or the healing arts. Perhaps you're planning an adventure to a far off location, or maybe a spiritual retreat is on your mind. Whatever the case may be, it's a big plan of action that is likely in the works, or rather on your mind. This transit is a bigger picture energy. So that means that details might be overlooked or missed during this time. This transit can also foster excessive chatter. It's the excitable nature of this transit that can have us foaming at the mouths to get out, to get out all of our ideas before they disappear. There's kind of an urgency there to say all we need to say. So this comes across in our communications. So we need to try to breathe and think and just take a moment before we speak. Keep that in mind. On Friday, January the 3rd, 2020, Mars moves into Sagittarius. Here we go. This is bigger picture. Again, Sagittarius is all about the bigger picture. So when one is impatient, one can get restless. So it's really the best way to channel our frustrations during this transit is through exercise, action, take action. It's that nervous energy we need to kind of burn off. It's a really good time to start a new exercise program or some other fun activity that you can work out your nervous energy through. During this transit, you may find that you start several projects with little follow through. Therefore, things may not get completed. Another thing to be aware of, guys. So let's go to your tarot card reading, shall we? Hello, Scorpio. My lovely Scorpio. I am so sorry I missed last week. You know what happened? I had pressed the record button, but it didn't record, and I didn't realize. And what I thought I recorded the whole reading, and then I pressed the button, which I thought I was turning it off, but I actually turned it on for my meditation for the next reading. And I'd done this I was making all this noise. I'm so tired. And when I looked at the reading, I was just so frustrated. And I had visitors. My granddaughter was here, and I'd stayed up all night to do these readings. And I did have intentions of doing it the next day, but other, people came to visit, and I just couldn't do it. So I am so sorry. Please accept my sincerest apologies for missing your reading last week. I actually didn't, but I am checking that everything is recording right now. I'm seeing that red button. So Scorpio, this is your reading for December the 30th, 2019 to January the 5th, 2020. Let's see what we have in store for you, Scorpio. This better be worth the wait. 3 cards for Scorpio, please. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you... Oh, 3 cards came out all in one go. That's serendipity. Okay. Now, let's go to the clarifying cards for Scorpio. These are clarifying cards for Scorpio. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Scorpio through these clarifying cards for December the 30th through January the 5th? Please clarify. Please clarify. Please clarify. Okay. Let's go to your cards, shall we, Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio, the first card out for you is the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the 5 of Cups. Then you have the King of Wands clarified by the Chariot. Then you have the Tower, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Love, love will keep us together. All right, the first card out for you is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is all about, look, he's the knight in shining armor. He's like, here I come to save the day. This is about taking action on whatever it is that you've been mulling around in your head. And perhaps you haven't had the guts or the courage to start whatever it is, that this idea that's been mulling around. Or perhaps you've started it, but you have taken kind of half steps. This is saying go all the way. Think on your feet. This is opportunity. I feel like opportunity is knocking for you. This is a time for you to take action, Scorpio. Whatever it is that you've been thinking about or planning kind of in the back of your head, bring it to the forefront and get it done. Take the first few steps, whether it's doing research, whether it's, actually, taking that step towards it. Now, clarifying it is the Five of Cups. So it's important that you focus on what you have as opposed to what you haven't. Focus on your cup half full instead of half empty. I feel that's what's holding you back from taking this action and making this opportunity manifest. You can manifest this opportunity, whatever this is for you. It can be a partnership too. This can be a partnership that you're considering. But I feel that you have some fear with it, and you are focusing on something that hasn't worked out, something that's lost, that's gone. And it's almost like you are so stuck on that because it never worked or it hasn't worked, that you are in fear of moving forward and of taking a risk, I think. So he has two full cups behind him, but he's ignoring them. He's just lamenting and focusing on the broken cups in front of him. Take a look around and really take note. I always say, be grateful for what you have. Turn around. The gratitude is the antidote for this. Look at your glass as half full, because you're in a half empty kind of cup moment. Be aware of that and come out of it, because you could miss this incredible opportunity to manifest this brilliant idea or opportunity that's coming in for you. And the next card is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is, the deal maker. He's the perfect father, the leader. He can get a little distracted because he likes to be entertained. He's the social, he's got it all, right? So when he comes in, I always get that you need to kind of be spiritually aligned. Don't go off the deep end with overdoing something, like, over drink, being distracted by anything. Beware of distractions. So keep your focus on spirituality to move forward. Do the next right thing if you're not, if you don't have any spiritual belief system, but definitely have integrity and don't get distracted. That's what I'm getting. And definitely look, because you've got the Chariot, and the Chariot is all about focus, laser focus. It's about balancing light and dark energies. It's, he's very passionate. There's two sides to passion, right? There's the passion, demonstrative love, making love passion, and then there's the fiery, argumentative, that passion. There's two sides, the anger kind of thing. Fiery anger, Mars, Mars moving into Sagittarius even. So the Chariot is all about, I always think it's about laser focus, because you've got to balance these energies, right? The charioteer has to balance these energies, and things are moving forward. And this is a journey that's been very difficult that ends in triumph. So this is a very auspicious card in terms of how your journey ends. So you have to keep that in mind. And in order to focus on the journey, just keep going forward and just be spiritually aligned when you go forward. Think of, the next best thing to do. But keep your focus on the road ahead, on your journey. I almost think, put the blinders on, because you may get distracted by outside influences, your circumstance. So Scorpio, I've just avoided another catastrophe. I didn't realize that the computer had gone, the battery had gone, and so the software for the audio was turned off, and so half of the reading, not half, just the end of it, had no sound, but I caught it just in time. I have to redo Sagittarius completely, but yours just the tail end. So we were on the chariot. Oh my God, I had to pick all the cards out too. Okay, so as I said, in what you could hear is that the chariot is a journey that ends in triumph. But the underlying message here is to keep the focus, because the King of Wands wants to get distracted, can easily get distracted and taken off course. So you really have to be laser focused and be in the moment, darling. See what's going on around you. Don't miss a beat. And we have to really pay attention to details and be laser focused in the moment, because our focus will have the tendency to be scattered, and we really need to hone that focus into what we're doing at the moment for success. Now, the next card is the Tower, and the Tower doesn't feel good. The Tower is about losing something. Listen, it doesn't feel good. It's like something's taken away. The thing about the Tower is that whatever is taken away needs to go. And it's something that's probably needed to go for a while, but you've been kind of in denial about it. This is like the loss of a job that you don't like. It can be a loss of an apartment, a house. It's a situation that is coming to an end, that is, burning down the house. I am just, clarifying this is the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is about holding on. The thing is when you hold on to this situation that needs to go, it's what causes the most pain, and it's what blocks you from moving forward. So you need to move forward. But you can't move forward if you are holding on to this, because this is like it's like when you accumulate wealth and you hold on to it, you don't have the freedom. You are imprisoning yourself in this situation if you don't let go. And this situation is not good. It's never good when something's torn down or what feels like it's being destroyed. But without that going, there's no room to build something new and much more wonderful. It's almost like if you could see 6 months down the road, you'd be like, why did I even hold on to that crap? Because it's blocking you. It's imprisoning you and stopping you from experiencing freedom. So you have this opportunity coming in, and if you don't if you don't let go of whatever this is that's going, you're not going to be able to take advantage of everything else that's coming for you, and you will be imprisoned in this, like, oh my God, I can't get out this, my whole life's falling apart. You can be in that energy, or you can get up, I want to say, dust yourself off and start all over again in a really opportunities are going to come fast and furious for you once this goes. Once you let go of this is going anyway. It's a foregone conclusion. This is going. Whatever this is for you, if it's a job, if it's a house, if it's a location, if it's a client, whatever it is that, you could be self-employed and you could lose a really valuable client and you're devastated over it. But, it's making room for something much better, more than you can conceptualize right now. Things are going to change for you in a way. Look, it could even like open the door up for more time for you to spend with loved ones, or, developing, something that feeds your soul, something that you're thinking about. I really think that it is time for you to move forward. You have to move forward. Look, you've got the Knight of Wands. This is about moving forward. It's about taking action on what feeds your soul. Let this go. Let it go. Drop it. It's drop that crap because it stinks. It's gone, darling. You can't change that. And that's okay. Moving forward, sometimes it's accepting the change. Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad that my audio and my video is working. Let's hope we can get all this put together. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week for sure. Hello, thank you for staying all the way till the end. I really appreciate you guys. And I wanted to mention that this is a member-supported channel. So any kind of advertising that you see, please don't skip. I don't get paid if you skip, but I get paid if they play through. Not much, but that all adds up. So that would be a wonderful way of helping me. Of course, the liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting is great too. But also, I have a Patreon page. You can click on this link here. That'll take you to my Patreon page. I post things on there. I don't post anywhere else. And sometimes I post there first and then post to other places. And you can support me for as little as $1 a month. That's $12 a year. It's not a lot to you, but it's a huge amount to me. I mean, imagine if everyone gave me $1. $1 a month, I'd be in seventh heaven. And there's varying tiers and rewards. So, and of course, if you can't, please don't feel obliged, or, I totally get it. Sharing, liking, subscribing, and commenting is great too. So I just want you to know I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next week. Mwah!